today we have a 99 Lexus GS400. We're going to be replacing the upper control arm. So the 21mm socket, let's get these wheels. Now once you remove the front wheel, we're going to want to remove the cotter pin on the spindle and ball joint here. And then with the number 17, we're going to take off the nut. Now with my nut backed out with the ball joint removal tool, or you can strike the side here with a hammer. I might just use the tool, just make our life a little easier. We're going to separate the ball joint from the spindle here. And then once we do that, we're going to use a number 14 and remove the 2 bolts holding the control arm here. Now normally you will have to remove the front strut here. However, I'm going to see if we can try to just wiggle it out or back the bolt up just enough to get the control arm out. Now I did have enough room to remove the bolt there, so let me see if I can get it on this side, give y'all a view, just kind of working it out a little bit. Let's see, it looks like it's gonna hit the shock absorber there, but I'm gonna see if I can pretty much work its way out somehow. See what I can do from this here. Maybe I can do some angling with the control arm to get it out between there. But as you can see, if you don't remove it, it might hit this, but let's see if I can get this out. Alright, so noticing that I only need a small clearance to get this bolt out, I just used one of my strut coil compression tools here, and then now I can just work it right out. It's just barely squeezing this enough just to move this top part here in order for me to clear the head of this bolt. So now that I got it out, I'm just going to slide it out and install the new one. Alright, so I have my new control arm set in place with the bolts in there already. For this side, you might have a little issue with this. So what I did was put the nut in, move it upward as like it was simulating that this bolt was turning, and then held it so it turned so it went in. And then just an FYI, there's a left and a right side. This little notch here that you see on the control arm needs to be facing backwards. So this is the right side, so this will be on the right, and the left will be the opposite. It'll be on the other end, so since the left will be facing that way. So just keep that in mind. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these all set in, and then we're gonna torque this bolt. Alright guys, so I pretty much have it all set, except for this I've already tightened down. I just use an impact. I don't really know the torque for this one actually, but I already went ahead and put my cotter pin in, and just an FYI, the original was a 17, this one's a 19 with the aftermarket control arm. I just went ahead and changed the nut that came with it. Now these bolts back here, there's a torque which is 39 foot-pounds, so I'm going to go ahead and torque these down and we're pretty much done. Okay guys, so now my upper control arm is fully installed and I'm ready to put the wheel back on. Now, a little thing I'm gonna let y'all know, because some of y'all, or most of y'all will have this issue. So this side, you have a lot of clearance to do everything. You get the torque wrench in, everything. This side, you know, I had to compress this the coil here in order to get it out. And then on top of that, my torque wrench does not fit in there. Now you can use a crowfoot and kind of work it. Just if you're not doing it at a 90-degree angle, be sure to do calculate the distance and compensate for the difference of length for the torque. For me, I actually have a shallow socket that actually fit in there, so nothing you can do is just mark it, make sure to put it back on the mark, but that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna throw the wheel back on and I'm done. So thanks for watching guys, please like, subscribe, more videos to come.